Roughly 66 million years back, the dinosaurs went through what was likely the worst day in Earth's history, as a massive asteroid, about the size of Mount Everest, crashed into what is now the Yucatan Peninsula, traveling at speeds over 28 times faster than an AK-47 bullet. In mere moments, the planet was struck with an energy burst equal to 10 billion Hiroshima bombs, triggering what's widely considered the most devastating and abrupt extinction event ever, the KT extinction. According to paleontologists today, this catastrophic moment wiped out roughly 70% or more of the species alive at the time. Any creature weighing over 25 kilograms, or 55 pounds, had almost no chance of survival. Among the lost were the famous non-avian dinosaurs, which had reigned over the land for an astonishing 160 million years. Because their extinction was so sudden and sweeping, many refer to the day of the impact as the day the dinosaurs died, a name even used in various documentaries. But did every dinosaur really die out on that very same day? At the time, they lived on every continent and had evolved into an impressively diverse range of species, over 1,000 by current estimates. Some were armored, some were small, and others were true giants. It seems unlikely they all just disappeared instantly. Most paleontologists agree that the extinction wasn't quite immediate. Technically, this means some non-avian dinosaurs likely made it into the Cenozoic era. Still, there's strong evidence suggesting that the majority did die within 24 hours of the impact, due to a cascade of catastrophic effects: heat, wildfires, shockwaves, earthquakes, and tsunamis, all hitting hardest across the Western Hemisphere. Even dinosaurs as far as 1,500 miles, 2,400 kilometers from the blast zone, likely perished within minutes. Some areas, though, were shielded from these immediate threats, but even those that survived the initial blast weren't safe. The impact had launched up to 25 trillion tons of scorching debris into the atmosphere and space. When this material rained back down, it heated the sky to furnace-level temperatures, igniting fires across around 70% of Earth's forests and essentially cooking any exposed life forms alive. Only a handful of animals in protected areas, marshes, dense forests, or colder, high-latitude regions stood a chance. Yet even among these survivors, it was probably just the smaller dinosaurs or juveniles that managed to hang on. Unfortunately for them, the danger wasn't over. The vast amounts of soot and particles thrown into the sky blocked sunlight for an extended time, causing a sharp drop in global temperatures, possibly as much as 36 degrees to 20 degrees, and plunging the world into a long, dark, impact winter. This global darkness disrupted photosynthesis and led to a cascade of ecological collapse. Although the exact timeline is unclear, many scientists believe that the surviving dinosaurs were gradually wiped out over the course of weeks, months, or perhaps even a few years. Carnivorous dinosaurs likely lasted longer, feeding on carcasses left behind. Herbivores, however, were almost immediately at a disadvantage, with most vegetation destroyed by fire. Eventually, as the herbivores died off, so too did the carnivores. One of the more recent studies estimates that the final non-avian dinosaurs may have lasted about 15 years after the impact. The dust and debris in the atmosphere may have kept photosynthesis nearly halted for at least 1 year, with reduced sunlight and cold conditions lasting more than a decade. During that time, it's believed that the few remaining dinosaurs starved or froze, disappearing gradually. Other scientists argue against such a short extinction window. They suggest that instead of dying out quickly, dinosaurs may have held on for thousands or even tens of thousands of years. One 2013 study proposed that the extinction process may have stretched across 33,000 years. According to that research, some species may have survived through the worst of the asteroid's effects, watching the environment gradually stabilize. As this happened, mammals began to grow larger, insect populations surged, and crocodilians plus large turtles became some of the dominant animals, creating a post-apocalyptic world very different from the one dinosaurs once ruled. Researchers behind the study believe it was this change in ecosystem dynamics that finally doomed the last surviving dinosaurs, not the asteroid directly, but increased competition from rising mammals and reptiles. If true, this would mean dinosaurs survived over 1,000 generations into the Cenozoic. And astonishingly, 33,000 years isn't even the most extreme survival estimate. Some paleontologists suggest that non-avian dinosaurs may have lasted as long as 1 million years, One intriguing case involves fossil discoveries in the San Juan Basin of New Mexico and Colorado. There, scientists found bones of hadrosaurs, tyrannosaurs, ankylosaurs, and even sauropods in Paleocene layers, about 500,000 years post-impact. The big questions were, how did they survive that long? And why only in this region near the impact zone? One theory is that the area offered natural protection, perhaps a deep canyon shielding it from the worst. Another idea suggests that these survivors migrated from less impacted regions further north, like Alberta, Canada, and settled in a livable refuge. A third possibility is that eggs, rather than fully grown individuals, survived. Shielded in nests, they may have hatched after the danger had passed and re-established populations. If this theory holds any truth, it means those dinosaurs saw Earth recover and even encountered strange new animals, freshwater eels, mesonychids, and other early Cenozoic species. However, this claim has met significant resistance. Many paleontologists argue the fossils were redeposited from older layers and merely appear younger. But the original researchers defend their work, pointing out undisturbed bone arrangements, such as a hadrosaur skeleton with 34 bones still in place. Even so, most experts today consider these findings unconfirmed. That said, there are still those who believe dinosaurs, including large theropods, may have lasted far longer than we think. The idea raises fascinating questions. Did they evolve to become smaller, more adaptable? Did they resort to scavenging or chase mammals they couldn't catch? In the end, we may never know just how long the last non-avian dinosaurs lingered, but imagining they held on for a while is a comforting thought. For now, the youngest known dinosaur accepted by science is a triceratops who likely died very close to the moment of impact, possibly during the blast itself. This whole debate has led to speculation about whether other Mesozoic giants like mosasaurs or pterosaurs could have persisted. No one can say for sure. Interestingly, one lesser-known group, ammonoids, may have lived 1 million years into the Cenozoic. That idea is still debated, but it's seen more support than the dinosaur survival theories. Whatever the truth may be, we can only hope that future discoveries help us better understand the final days of the dinosaurs. Thanks for watching.